Hello again, Warren here with the Peach State Prime Transformers channel. And today we're actually doing a little bit of an unboxing and a build for my latest Blokees edition. And that is the one and only Ark. Of course, the famous space shuttle that transported the Autobots and most of the Decepticons here to Earth. In the classic Transformers show, even though it wasn't referred to as the Ark, but sure was in the comics, and this takes its design cues from the show. Now, what makes this unique is that it's not a blind box, so it is pretty much in the same size box as that. It is actually a storage container that you build for your spare parts. So when you have like alternate fists or weapons or what have you, you can actually store some of those pieces in here. Starting off with the box, I think it looks pretty spiffy. I like how the stylized Ark is. And, you know, just having it so prominent on the box there. You got the, you know, holograph Transformers logo. You got, on the side here, you got specs for the Ark itself. As well as it looks like we got some history here. And some text. So let me read that. It says, "The Ark is the most outstanding starship in Cybertron's history. Carrying the hope of the Autobots' full-scale evacuation plan, it serves as the flagship of Optimus Prime, the supreme commander of the Autobots." Then it says, 4 million years ago, Optimus Prime led the main Autobot forces aboard the Ark into space, only to be attacked by the Decepticon warship Nemesis, commanded by Megatron, and crash-landed on Earth. Boy, if only Victor Corelli was here to read this for us. that would be great. Let's see, the back of the box doesn't really have much going on there, as much as it did on this side, showing, you know, those profile views of the Ark. On the side here, you got a 6-step assembly instruction plan. So this should be a very quick build. And then, you know, nothing really on the bottom there. So, looking forward to building this. So let's, you know, why delay it anymore? Let's go ahead and crack this thing open. All right, so let's go ahead and open this thing up here. Start from the bottom. As much as I like the box, I do have my doubts that I'll keep it. It's not that it's a limited piece or anything, and I don't really have anywhere to save this. So as much as I love it, and I think it's great for marketing this this item. So let's go and open up our baggies here. All right. Of course, you know, we mostly gray and, you know, yellowish orange plastic. Not too far off from the shade that they use on Unicron's head. Let's go ahead and open this up here. Dump all that out. All right, so they did not include any other paper, so hang on to the box long enough to use it as your instructions. All right, so it looks like the first piece they want you to use. Let me compare these two so I don't get it wrong. Which one is this? It is, okay, it's showing you attaching to one with the power in step 5. I don't have one. Oh, okay, so this one's in step 4. Okay, so we're in business. It's this piece here. Okay, so let's kind of push the rest to the side here. Okay, so we're going to take the one and only gray piece, and that is going to snap down with the detailed side facing outwards. Okay, we're going to go right into these grooves on either side. All right, and that hinge, I did it upside down, everyone. All right, there we go. Already halfway done, right? All right, and it looks like, okay, it's going to be this piece which is next. So we'll just attach that here on the side. Well, that's not going too easy now, is it? Okay, there we go. All right, and then we're going to take the other piece like that for the other side of the Ark. All right, and then it looks like we put this to the side. We bring in the top half of the Ark, and we're going to put the little tower or fin doohickey that goes here. All right, and then let's see. It looks like we need the bridge, which I believe that's what this is supposed to represent. There we go. Fits like a glove. And then we're going to go ahead and snap this together from the hinge in the back here. Well, easier said than done. Okay, there we go. It's lined up better now. All right, and then this here is the stand. So it's nice they actually included a stand. All right. Is that on there right? Let's see. Yes, it is, because you're displaying it at kind of an angle here. So I like this. You know, it's not, you know, super detailed with a bunch of different colors. But it does the job. It's nice and big. You know, it's the Ark. They did do, I believe, a couple variations of a Sharkticon for the same purpose in the early days of the Transformers Blokees. I do not have one of those. But let's see. So this opens up just like that. And you can store your pieces. So what I've been using up to this point is I 3D printed this box. And I don't think all these pieces will fit in there. But you can see I have a lot of those alternate, mostly hands. See how many we could get in here. Yeah, maybe we could dump them. Well, and they're going everywhere. Okay, just one. Okay, now I'm going to say that's pretty impressive how many went in there. Now, will it shut? Here's the real test. It did. It shut with all those hands in there. All right, so that's pretty impressive. You know, I don't know how much more would fit besides this, but you know, that's a pretty good size haul. And this cost me $6. I've seen it between $5 and $6 at stores. So I was ordering something else. You can watch my last video to see what that was. So I threw this in there too. For only $6, so not bad at all. Again, it held this whole box. Oh, wait, I did drop another one. Okay, it's right here on the desk next to me. All right, let's see if this breaks it, or, you know, breaks it as far as being able to hold all these. Now, how? Oh, my fingers were holding it shut. Okay, that was an open hand, so I think, yep, there we go. Okay, now they're all in there. As far as comparisons, to me, the best comparison is one that I've shown several times in different formats with the Blokees on this channel, and that is Unicron's Head. So you can kind of see that for scale. And you almost wonder if they could have made this into a storage thing, or Unicron in his planet mode, which I don't have yet, could have been a storage container itself. But, you know, so it's pretty sizable, but yet not too far out there. You know, you can't put a full Blokees figure in it, which would have been cool, but there you go. And, of course, you know, Unicron came with an Autobot shuttle from the movie. So, you know, you can kind of see that for scale as well. All right, so this is a little bit of a shorter one, I know, but just wanted to show off this cool little Ark. And again, really impressed with how much it holds. So, you know, for $5 or $6, you really can't go wrong. And if you're collecting Blokees, you're going to have spare pieces. You can't keep every box. I mean, I guess you could, but it's going to take up a lot of space in your home and your, your display space. So why not have a fun one here that, represents something in the Transformers universe and is also storage. I guess I can see them making a big Matrix kind of like this, or even Cybertron. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like here on YouTube. And share your thoughts. What do you think of this Ark storage box for Blokees? I personally don't see where anyone would dislike it, but share your thoughts, love to hear from you. And, of course, subscribe to the Peach State Prime Transformers channel for more videos like this, toy reviews, discussions, news that, seems like it needs to be discussed. And, you'll be alerted whenever a new video goes up. If you're looking for other fun videos, I do have my original channel, which is simply just called Peach State Prime. There's a lot of fun stuff there, travel videos, amusement parks, events, different attractions, fun places to shop and eat, all on that channel. So feel free to check that out, maybe even subscribe there. But anyways, that is going to do it for this video. Again, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and God bless.